I'm just going to close out things here. This has been a wonderful hour together. We haven't been moved out of here yet, so we had it for 1 hour, and I'm glad the spirits worked it out for us to just linger just a little longer. I'm Reverend Mac Legerton. It's M-A-C. You know how to spell it. You do too, so I won't, and the TV's gone. So. I live just 6 miles from where this pipeline is going to end up. And I just want to tell you, and I actually have 3 phone numbers for y'all from the media of Lumbee leaders in this effort who couldn't be here today because they're all having to work. One of them's a landowner right beside, will be actually gathering on his land, his family land, when we walk up to the site on Saturday. And I'll give you the numbers for Robbie Goins, Reggie Brewer, and Alicia Locklear. Reggie is a traditional person. He's been out to Doppel. He's a sun dancer, and he could not be here today, but he wants all 3 of these will be provided their numbers for you. Where this pipeline is ending is in the very heart of the Lumbee community, the largest native territory east of the Mississippi River. In fact, not only is southeastern North Carolina the most racially diverse region of this country, so is eastern North Carolina. It's also the poorest region in the United States. It's poorer than Appalachia. If you took all of our counties east of 95 and made them into the 51st state, it would be the poorest state in the country. As Gail shared with you, our 2 major industries that are wanting to really dominate eastern North Carolina are now the fossil fuel industry and the existing expansion of the industrial agriculture industry. And these are the 2 major industries contributing to climate change. So as we consider that other countries and other places in the world are on the front lines of climate change, so is eastern North Carolina. You don't have to look overseas. So, the purpose of the walks, I'll just briefly state, of these 3 walks is to begin to educate the public in North Carolina about the proposed Atlantic Coast Pipeline. And I would ask our media representatives to always say the word proposed when you mention Atlantic Coast Pipeline. It is only a suggestion at this point, although it is being heavily lobbied for by the fossil fuel industry. But our purpose is to begin to educate the public in North Carolina about the proposed Atlantic Coast Pipeline, how unnecessary it is to meet our economic development needs, and how harmful it would be to our families, communities, water, air, land, and climate. When all the costs of extracting, constructing, and producing fossil fuels are added together, each one of them, coal, natural gas, and oil, are the most expensive fuel available to us, not the cheapest, and certainly not the cleanest. In fact, natural gas is being touted as being cleaner and greener than coal. It may burn cleaner, but it is less greener than coal. And we need to educate the public about this. People think it's a much better product than coal. And even the most conservative estimates are that it's 20 times more harmful, and the most valid assessments are that it's 85 more harmful to global warming over the first 20 years. You have to add that. Over the first 20 years, it's more harmful than coal. After that, fossil fuel, CO2 lasts a lot longer in the atmosphere, but we only have about 20 years left to really regenerate the balance in the earth. So burning natural gas is really not a safe and healthy and moral option for us. And with that comment, I will conclude this, and we'll have questions. But before we do that, I mentioned we want to get all the voices in the room out. So those of you who haven't spoken, we're not going to put you on the spot unless you'd like to share from your heart anything you'd like to say. But would you start over here with Robert, who's a good friend of mine in Cumberland County. Stand and just share who you are and one or two of your identities.
Okay.